and welcome to Senior Moments. Thank you for joining us today. I am your host, Vicki Peterson, and I am very excited to have our guest today. We have a film director, local film director, publisher, all that great stuff for Airing Dirty Linen, and she's brought two of the cast members, but most of all, she's a senior. And you know how I always tell you guys to keep it moving even after you retire. So we'll be right back to speak with Delois Lewis Thornton.
Hello, my name is Terrence White, and I'm the Executive Director of Community Action of Greater Indianapolis. Serving the counties of Marion, Hamilton, Hendricks, and Boone, our mission is to empower those we serve to be self-sufficient and self-reliant. We offer a variety of programming, including senior and youth programs, case management, weatherization, financial coaching, and more. Please visit our website for more information or call 317-396-1800.
A Senior Moment with Vicki Peterson.
Seniors, let's talk about Alzheimer's and dementia. If you or a loved one have concerns about memory loss, it is very important to be evaluated by a doctor. Early diagnosis allows you and your family time to participate in decisions about your care, living arrangements, financial, and legal matters. For more information, contact Alzheimer's Association National Office. Welcome back, and I hope you got that pen and paper. You know, I always tell you every week, grab your pen and paper, because we have information for you. And Ms. Thornton's going to be giving you information of when Airing Dirty Linen can be seen. So you will need your pen and paper. Okay, let's start out by saying hello. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. And
Nice
I'm going
to be
to
here.
each one of you introduce yourself. And I thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be here. I'm Dolores Thornton, and I am thrilled to be here talking about Airing Dirty Linen.
And you have two of your cast members who it's actually, one is your youngest sister of 13.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the baby.
She lets us know. She's the baby. Okay, you want to introduce
Yes,
yourself?
hello everyone. I'm Linda Everett, and just as thrilled to be here with my sister Dolores Lewis Thornton. Very proud of her, and proud of all of the accomplishments, and proud of the movie that is about to roll out, Airing Dirty Linen.
And our next guest is
I'm Du Bois Everett, also known as Bo. I am the husband of Linda
Yes.
and a cast member. So
all right. Okay, so Dolores, let's start out with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a local author, publisher, some of everything, a licensed ordained minister. I'm certainly proud of that. And then I work with several organizations here in the city, the African American History Committee of the Marion County Public Library and the Center for Interfaith Cooperation. We have the Festival of Faiths coming up. So I stay terribly busy, but this movie, the very first film I've done, I have just been so excited. And we did a pre-screening the last Saturday downtown at my office in the auditorium, and it went over very well. So we're all over the moon about this.
Well, good. First, tell me, because you and I have chatted off air, and you shared with me your age. I don't know if you want to share that with the viewers or not.
I am 70.
I love sharing mine
So
too.
I am so proud and happy
Yes.
to be 70. I tell people, you know what, we are
Yes.
promised 70 years in the Bible. And so everything after the promise, I like to think of as grace. So I am living on grace. I'm happy about it. I'm excited. I have lived to see my children grow up and my grandchildren, and now my great-grandchildren are like going into the teen years, some of them. So I couldn't be more blessed.
That is wonderful. And as I always tell my seniors, even though the Lord allows you to retire from one job, that does not mean you're done. And I really admire the way you have really just stretched yourself and let God work and use you even after retirement.
Oh yeah, and not just me. My baby sister is also retired. We both retired from the U.S. Postal Service, and I mean, she is just really like, I don't know.
But she's a young retiree,
Yeah,
isn't she?
yeah, she's young.
Yeah, 'cause she's much
I'm a
younger than
senior,
us.
but she's younger.
And that's
but
a blessing,
she
too.
started working young.
And I think she's a veteran, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I am.
So you put some years
Yes.
into a veteran. So let's talk about Erin Dirty Linen. How did that come about?
Well, the movie actually progressed from my book. I wrote a book in 2012. I published it in 2012. I actually started writing the book maybe in 2001. And I laid it aside, and I didn't do anything with it. I didn't publish it until 2012. And it has just really just captured the hearts and minds of the people. It's actually a story of 4 cousins who live together here in Indianapolis, and they run an inn, like a bed and breakfast, and their parents are deceased, but they were always caught up in a lot of drama, a lot of confusion, a lot of turmoil. And our point of view character is 31-year-old Nairobi Dobson. And then there are her cousins who are twins, Philip and Ferris, who are 27. And then there's 17-year-old Eternity. And Nairobi does everything she can to keep this family out of scandals and to keep them on the right path until she meets a man who asks her to do something she's never done, and that is to put herself first. Oh, wow. So it's really a story, very cogent tale, a Christian fiction story, and the cast was really excited about it, and to me, it's probably one of the best works I've ever done.
Wow. So, Linda, can they share parts about their?
Please do.
Okay. So, what is your character?
My character is Mother Love.
Okay.
Like she said earlier, a lot of it is has a lot of spiritual correlation, so a lot of church scenes, and I am one of the mothers in the movie, and it's so true to life. When you see the movie, it's like, okay, I know this could have happened. So I was really excited when she asked me, because I couldn't tell her no because she's my big sister anyway, but I was really thrilled to be a part of it. To be a part of it and to represent the Mother's Board.
All right. Yes. They're real important in the church.
Aren't they?
Yes.
They're real important in the church. And Bo?
Well, I played one of the deacons and basically a church member, and just follow the script. Pretty much. I don't have much to say, in the movie, but it was a pleasure doing it. I enjoyed it. It's a great movie.
A lot of hours for you guys?
Oh, a lot of
Yes.
hours, yeah, because we actually started filming November of last year.
Oh,
and it is
wow.
just now being released. So I just can't thank the cast and the crew, sponsors. I can't thank everybody enough for the time that people put in, free of charge, I might add, to bring this to the screen. A lot of hours.
So what inspired you to write Erin Dirty Linen?
Well, I come from an extremely large family, as you mentioned. There are 13 children in my family. My mother also came from a family of 13 children. And so there are over 300 of my cousins right here in this city. Oh, wow. And I grew up among all those cousins. And just to weave that story together of these cousins that live together. And, sometimes, like they say, cousins can be your very first friends. And so I've always had a close connection with my cousins, especially since I was sandwiched in between 2 brothers, one 2 years older and one 2 years younger. And I had older sisters and then much younger sisters. But my cousins, I had a lot of cousins my own age, and I will never forget growing up and having that closeness of cousins.
Yeah, because in most large families like that, there's always like a couple of girls there together, a couple of boys there together.
Yeah.
And those are the closest, even though we all close.
Yeah.
But we're the closest because we were the, right there.
They even have a clique,
So-
those younger ones.
Yes, that's how it is. But then when they need those main things done, it's the big sisters and the big brothers they have to come to get that, validation from. So yes, that is how it goes. So you was in between boys.
Yeah.
So your cousins did mean a lot
right.
to you.
I have a brother 2 years older and a brother 2 years younger. So while my sisters were playing with dolls and things, I was running the alley with brothers, shooting marbles and, jumping over trash cans, trying to keep up with them because they would try to run off and leave me. So that was my childhood.
Wow, that is great though. So what has it been like how long have you been retired?
Oh my goodness, since 2003. It's been a long time.
And how long have you been retired,
I
Linda?
retired in 2013, 10 years after her.
Oh, wow. And you, Mr. Everett?
2 years.
Oh, so you're the new one here.
Yeah, I'm the newbie on the block.
So
Yeah.
how have you guys enjoyed being retired? We'll start with you, Nancy.
Oh,
You're the new
I
one.
love it tremendously. I worked for 38 years on the job.
Wow.
And now,
Okay.
especially in the wintertime when you see all that snow on the ground and you just look out the window and you just roll back over for another 2 hours.
Right.
Can't beat that. I love it.
It's so true.
Plus
Yeah.
we travel a lot,
Right.
we enjoy traveling and just spending our time together,
That is
It's
awesome.
great.
So, Linda, what about you? What do you like most about
I love
being
it
retired?
as well. I think retirement just gives me the freedom to do what I want to do. I love to volunteer, so normally you can catch me volunteering for something somewhere. And it just gives me the opportunity to do that and not have to worry about clocking in somewhere or dividing myself because I can do what's on my heart to do. So that's what retirement has afforded me.
That is awesome. And you, Dolores?
And I have just really had a ball being retired. At first, it was difficult, when you work so many years and your schedule is already arranged. And then when you retire, there's sort of like a void there. And for a while, I didn't think I could get over it, and then I did. I had already been writing for years and years, so I found so many things. And like I said, between my children and my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, I have like 20 offspring, so I had so many different things to do. And like I said, the basic thing that I, did was all of my church work, so I found that I had so much time. All my time was my own time. And as my brother-in-law said, Bo said, on those days when it's icy and cold, I can just look out the window, listen to the news, and just roll back over, because I was
Hey,
always
that's the best thing
terrified of
going,
that ice and snow. So,
Best thing.
so it's really been, it's been great being retired.
That is really wonderful. And you know what? I'm independent, and I've been independent for years. And being on your own time for the Lord is really the best.
Yes.
And if you're going to work so hard, and God bless you to be able to leave a job,
Yes.
you must work hard for others.
Yes.
So that's why I admire you so, because you're doing so much for other people. And you're publishing, you're writing, and I know Linda now has written a book as well.
Oh, yes. I still hear drums. Great.
Yes. So it's just doing all the different things you're able to do. And I always talk to seniors about retiring. Some are afraid.
Right.
Like you said, now see, when hearing that from you, what they,
Yeah.
what
yeah,
they're afraid of,
yeah,
they're
it's-
regular.
it's-
Really,
it's a
there's
form of
nothing to be
emptiness.
afraid of.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
But some people fear
to
the
me.
unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do have people that
yeah,
fear the unknown.
Yeah. Yeah.
But once they get out there, like you did, both see that snow, and roll on over. Then they'll say, "What was I afraid of?"
Right,
right,
And then
right.
they need to find the new you.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
new normal.
Yeah, you have to reinvent
It's a new
yourself.
normal.
Yeah, yeah. You have to figure
Yes.
out what am I going to do with all these hours. So it's
And you
it's
don't
a
see
change.
everybody you used to see every day. Well, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to find out from the cast and Dolores what some of the things that goes on in the movie that tells a tidbit, and also find out where it will be showing. Be right back.
A senior moment with Vicki Peterson.
Seniors, you probably notice your appetite and food habits changing as you age. Your daily food choices can make a major impact on your health. Healthier eating habits will make you feel better and makes for a better doctor's visit. Foods like vegetables, fruit, whole grain beans, and breads. You also need 3 servings of low-fat milk, yogurt, or cheese daily for strong bones. Contact your doctor to schedule a visit with a nutritionist, and don't forget your water.
Over 70% of Americans want to spend their final days at home with family and friends.
With hospice care, we can take care of your father at home, right in his bedroom, including visits by a nurse.
I'm so relieved to hear that.
This will make Grandpa really happy. He's comfortable and pain-free.
Visit our website at www.hospicesupportfund.org to connect with your local nonprofit hospice and download our free end-of-life planner.
Welcome back. We are here with the film director, local film director, who has written her first film. She is 70 years old. She don't mind, she's like me. We don't mind telling our age. We feel very privileged and honored that God has blessed us to age. But I love it that she is 70 and she has not stopped. She retired from the post office, I believe she told me, and that's hard work, I hear. And she didn't stop. So those of you that's afraid of retiring, I hope after you finish listening to, and there are different age groups of retirement, that you go ahead and walk out by faith and do what you need to do. But we're going to get back to Ms. Dolores and her cast, two of her cast members from Airing Dirty Linen. So Dolores, let's start out with telling us, when will your films show?
Well, we will actually have the premiere at Gospel After 5, and that's located inside Washington Square Mall. That's going to be on Saturday, October the 19th for 2 shows.
All right.
One at 11 o'clock and one at 1:30.
11 a.m.
It's 2 showings,
1:30
yes,
in the
yes,
afternoon.
Gospel After 5, and then we'll be in...
Is there a fee? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's
Is there a
$10.
fee?
$10
Okay.
for both shows. Yes, yes.
And you're doing something a little different with your first film showing. You have vendors and everything else.
Yes, it's going to be a cultural event. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have a workshop. I'm flying in a director from Atlanta, and she will be up here to discuss being a director, because this was my very first attempt at directing, and I worked with Teresa Sears. Helped me out with directing, but this is an established director that's flying up. And then I have one local director that will be here, and they're going to give panel discussions on directing, because I found out that so many people now want to do a film. And so
That's
I
great.
want to offer, them the tips on that. And so we're going to be doing that. And of course, we're going to have vendors, and then we're going to have door prizes. It's just going to be a fun day.
Fun day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now that you found out a lot of other people want to write a film, after what you probably made it look so easy. But that's wonderful. I mean, it's like, that you're doing what God purposed you to do,
Yes.
when other people want to follow and do what you've done.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very, kind-hearted of you to share that platform with them and introduce them to someone that can help take them
Yeah,
to the next
yeah,
level.
yeah.
And then you may learn a tweak or two of things.
That's what I'm
too,
hoping. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, you
yeah,
will.
Yeah,
You
It's been
will.
rewarding thus far, but I know that there are a lot of things that I need to learn, so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It can help
Yes.
me and can help others,
Others,
by
that is
these
wonderful.
established directors coming in.
That is wonderful. But you say you started on it last year, which most films do that.
Yeah,
So that
it
was
takes
normal.
a while. It takes a while, but you know what? I just really felt leery, because I had about 20 people behind me. It's about 20 members of my cast and crew.
Wow.
And to try to get these people to come to rehearsal and then show up, for the film shoot, and just drag it out that long. And, then in the middle of the first film, remember, we lost the videographer and had to start over with another one, had to reshoot some of the shots. So I was just a nervous wreck, by it being my first time. And, I think I really didn't want to let my cast and crew down. I knew in my heart it was a great story and would be a great film, but I was just thinking about everybody else and their time and their dedication, and there's no way I could pay them, even if I had money.
So they all
what they did.
volunteered.
Every last one of them.
But every one of them that volunteered, as time go on, they'll be paid. They will be paid.
my
Tyler
prayer.
Perry had started out like that.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
you're getting ready to be Tyler Perry. Because you cared about this, your
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
And God always look out for those of us that care about other people.
Yeah.
So Linda, what was it like to air in your sister's film?
Oh, it was wonderful. I tell my sister, I've told her many times, you have to respect your own worth. And it's easy to see what other people are doing and not acknowledge what you're doing. So a lot of times I shake her and say, hey, look at what you're doing. Because I say, you actually made a movie.
Yes.
We don't know people. We don't travel in circles with people who are
Yeah,
making movies,
that's
like you
right.
said, Tyler Perry.
That's
so
right.
it was really a wonderful feeling of pride. And not pride for me to be in the movie as it was to know my sister was the one that actually took this from her head to paper, now to film. So that's a major feat, and it made me really proud.
I know. And I'm so glad you said that because I guess earlier I was telling we love the younger generation too. We all need each other. So it was really nice for her to give you her big sister,
Yeah.
Tyler Perry Jr.
That's Theta Perry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's who,
Theta Perry.
Theta Perry.
Theta Perry.
You know, so yeah. But I mean, I think where you are with it is though, when you're doing what God has purposed you to do, it's kind of hard. It makes you kind of step back.
Yeah.
It makes you. I understand where Linda's come from too, but I do feel that because a lot of things I do, and then people want to give you gratitude, it kind of takes you back.
Right.
Because you're like, really? I'm really just doing what God told me to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good that as the younger sister, you're able to, you know, and keep her encouraged
Yeah,
and
she's an
let her
encourager.
know that, hey, girl, look what you're doing.
Yes, look at you.
Look, yes. And at 70, Dolores, that
Yeah.
is really,
Yeah.
really something.
Yeah. Right.
That brain just going. So, Bo, what was it like for you to be in your sister-in-law's film? Y'all
Well,
from Hollywood.
Me personally, I was a nervous wreck. She don't know
Were
that,
you?
but yeah, because I don't like being in the spotlight or anything like that, you know. But
Well, I don't know how you can say that as much as
yeah,
you
I
have,
was- yeah.
as you have to follow with Linda. So how can
Hey,
you be?
look, they got the genes for it, you know,
Oh,
the talent
okay.
for it, you know.
Okay.
Me, I'm just
Well, you're a good
stand
husband
by.
then.
Yeah.
Then you're a good husband, a good man, and a good
I
mate.
try to do what I
to
can.
come alongside and say, yes, I am going to do this.
But it
even
was
though
fun.
See, it ended up being
It
fun.
was fun. It was fun.
A lot of work.
A lot of work.
Yeah, it was enough.
So when you're doing the filming, how many hours do you film each time?
It depends on the scene. Some of the
Okay.
scenes we shot, like some of the church scenes, we shot both of them at the same time, and so the cast had to go change clothes to come back for church scene 2.
I know what that's
And then we shot a lot on location. We went to a pizza place, so we had to, meet there. We did some church scenes at an actual church, and then we did some of it on location at Linda and Bo's house.
Wow.
Linda's one of the sponsors of the film. I didn't mention that.
Okay.
And so just went out of their way to make everything nice. And what I'd like to add about Bo is sometimes when we got there, somebody that was supposed to be there that had a role in that filming didn't show up. And so I had to say, okay, Bo, now I need you to be a deacon. Now I need you to be this and that. And he was
wow.
just Johnny on the spot, just fit right in. But like most of the characters, just stepped into the roles and made them their own. And I couldn't have been more pleased.
Oh, I surely cannot wait to see Airing Dirty Linen. And you will be aired so they can catch it.
Yes.
And know, Now, if anyone want to contact you about publishing, about starring in your next film, or even just another senior want to call you for encouragement, how can you be reached?
Well, people can find me anywhere. All they have to do is Google my name and it will show up everywhere. They can go to my Facebook page, which is Dolores Lewis Thornton. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. My website is doloresthornton.org, or my company name, margueritepress.org. And like I said, I'm everywhere. They can email dolores910@yahoo.com. They can call me 317-400-7907. I'm not hard to find at all.
Okay, we're going to run that number again because I was going to say, if you wasn't going to give me a phone number, I was waiting for you to finish, Dolores. I was going to say, now, Dolores, all of us seniors are not as computer savvy, Twitter savvy
Yes, I
as
make
you.
it easy. I make
so
it
we
easy.
need that old-fashioned way.
317-400-7907.
All right, we'll get the website out there for you, too, as well. But for those of us that's not,
Everybody's not online.
No. So, as we said, Linda, you and now Arthur as well. I love being Arthur. I know you do, too. Are you going to try and make a film out of your book?
I hope so.
I'm not sure, Vicki. Right now, I'm just enjoying the success of the book because it's been very successful. And I won't say no, even with pressure. But we shall see. We shall see.
Okay, well, we're going to talk more about So when you see me posted, if you care to be a guest on the show, because I'm gonna do another show, because you know the Central Library, Martin University, everybody always have authors. So we have a lot of local authors.
yes.
So I'm gonna do another show because our seniors still read. You know, a lot of seniors still read.
A lot of them do.
Like I said, they don't do all this other technology. You're just unique, Dolores. You're very unique, and that is beautiful. But I'm going to do a show on local authors so that they can get, with this red line and everything, they may not have a problem getting to the library, and because they have one coming up at Central Library.
Yeah, the Arthur
so
Fair.
I'm going to, yes, Arthur's Fair. So I want them to get out, and I want them to meet some authors. So I'm going to do a show on local authors. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a call out for 6 authors. We can do 3 on one segment, 3 on the next segment, bring their books and everything, and we can talk about that as well. So I like to feed my seniors information.
Great.
So with that being said, I think we better take us a break, and that's it for the day. But I thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Terrence White, and I'm the Executive Director of Community Action of Greater Indianapolis. Serving the counties of Marion, Hamilton, Hendricks, and Boone, our mission is to empower those we serve to be self-sufficient and self-reliant. We offer a variety of programming, including senior and youth programs, case management, weatherization, financial coaching, and more. Please visit our website for more information or call 317-396-1800.
My twin brother Jacob has an autism spectrum disorder. He didn't have any friends as a result. It broke my heart. That was the inspiration behind my nonprofit, Score a Friend. Educating people to include people with differences is so important because when Jacob's included, he feels like he can succeed in life and he feels like he actually has a purpose.
Okay, well, guys, you know the show has come to an end. I want to thank my guest today, film director. You hear me, guys? A 70-year-old film director. And her film, again, is Airing Dirty Linen. So be on the lookout for it. It's going to be going and going. It'll go here, go to Kansas, then come back here again. And you know how I like to close the show after I thank the other 2 guests as well, Linda and Bo. I thank you guys so much for joining me today. And you know, time to go. Thanks again for joining me. See you again next week, but you know how I close the show? This is the day that the Lord has made. Make up your mind that you will rejoice and be glad in it. Thanks again for watching. Join us again next week and be on the lookout for Airing Dirty Linen.